All right, this is a continuation from the previous video. I accidentally stopped it instead of continuing. So we're going to do these last two problems. So this one, let's see. We had 27.4 mils of 0.51 molar barium hydroxide. So that's all my base information here and here. And then my acid, I have 20 mils of my acid. And once again, my MA is my unknown again. So I'm going to have MA, VA, my volume of my acid was 20 mils. My NA, I only had one hydrogen, so my NA would be equal to 1. And on my base side, my molarity is 0.0154 molar. My volume, 27.4 mLs. And then because I had two hydroxides, my NB is going to be equal to 2. Once again, I have 3 sig figs because 1 and 2 are considered counting numbers. So I'm going to divide this side by 20. And this side by 20. And then I end up getting of MA equal to 0.0422 molar. All right, last one. If you'll pause and try to give it a try on the very last problem, then I'll come back and work it. All right, this one may be a little trickier because, look, you had to write the formula for sulfuric acid. So if you remember, if it's sulfuric, then that means originally it was sulfate because your sulfate ion becomes ic. So also remember that whatever this charge is, you make it positive. And that tells you how many hydrogen you have. So you would have H2SO4. So if you can't write your formulas correctly, that is going to make it a little bit harder on these. All right. So once again, we've got our volume, our concentration, everything there for my base because it has a hydroxide in it. And there's my volume for my acid. And once again, my MA is my unknown. Pretty typical. So now I'll just fill everything in. MA, VA, 21.2 mLs. If you wrote your formula right, you would have gotten 2 hydrogens. So my Na would be 2. And then on my base side, 0.215 molar. My volume, 15.5 mLs. Both volumes are in milliliters, so that's good. And then just 1 hydroxide, so my NB would be equal to 1. So I'm going to divide this by 21.2 times 2. And over here, the same thing. So that'll cancel. Once again, 3 sig figs. Everything had 3 sig figs. 3, 3, 1 and 2 are counting numbers. So my answer would be 0.00786 molar. Those 2 zeros are considered placeholders. All right, so we may do a few more examples in class, and then you'll finish after our Zoom meeting with a titration online lab. So if you did not watch the titration in the pre-work, you need to be sure and go back and do that because that will help you carry out your online titration. All right, see y'all at the Zoom meeting. Sorry I had to break this up into 2 videos.